Today, I want to share with you guys a testimonial of mine about my dry fasting experience, why I decided to go dry fasting, and the amazing benefits that I've received through dry fasting. Today's day 3 on my 3-day dry fast goal, which I have already accomplished, and really excited to share with you my results. But I wanted to discuss with you what is a dry fast. Dry fasting is a form of fasting that is done without food or water. As it says here, a soft dry fast includes showering and brushing teeth, while an absolute dry fast or black fast is done without any contact to any water. And that's what I actually did. I did a complete dry fast, a hard dry fast, no water whatsoever. I didn't bathe. I did not drink water. I didn't have any water. I didn't come in contact with any water as well. It was just a pure dry fast. And this is my second time I dry fasted. The first time I dry fasted was a few months ago, and it was about 3 days as well. It was an amazing experience. The first time I've ever dry fasted before. I've done many fasts in my life, and ever since I became raw vegan, actually, which was 5 years ago, and it's just an amazing experience. Fasting. I know we all have been trained that water is essential, which it is, and that no good can come from depriving ourselves. There's a lot of misconceptions, a lot of bogus claims out there, and I'm not here to speak on that, but I will tell you, in regards to my experience, it has been amazing, and I only did it for 3 days. But we have to think back on the greats, Yeshua and Gandhi's, and the people that were here before us that had great health and what they did. Okay, they fasted. They fasted. Yeshua fasted for 40 days. Yahweh. And Gandhi, he's done 40-day fast as well, is recorded, and I believe he's even exceeded that. Now, again, it's just a mindset. We've been led to believe that, depriving ourselves or missing one meal or two meals, forget about it. We're gonna die if we do that, and it's just been a misconception throughout so many lifetimes in this three-dimension world that many are living. And however, temporarily, I decided to stop eating for 3 days, and I was able to get more insight, more clarity, more mental focus. And the beautiful thing about fasting and the benefits that it has is just it puts your body in a calm state. It regenerates the cells. It detoxifies the bodies. It creates new DNA cells. In essence, it's like getting a new body. 1 day of dry fasting is equivalent to 3 days water fasting. And there's amazing benefits. You can go online. They got many things that you can see here. What is dry fasting? There's a whole bunch of articles. Like they described here. Dry fasting is also known as an absolute fast, black fast, and Hebrew fast. Many Hebrews have dry fasted, and it's just amazing. So I realized that convincing anybody on what I've done, on why I should, stress the fact that it's very important to give the body a break. Because people are just eating constantly. They're not able to heal the body because of the fact that they're continually putting pressure. They're continuing to put these foods in their system, that many of the foods that people are eating is foreign. You have people who are eating meat, which I do not condone, me being raw vegan. But I will say this: if you're gonna have anything like that, shouldn't it be the best of the best? A lot of people are consuming meat, and they're consuming meat that they don't even realize how long that meat has, or that animal, because meat is from an animal, how long that animal has been dead, how long that meat has been out there in the market. Okay, and there's a lot of health consequences that come about eating this way. what it's doing to the body, not only to your body, but to your mind, So I've come to an understanding that for me personally, living a high fruit, plant-based lifestyle has done me excellent. I used to be someone who was 50 pounds overweight. As a matter of fact, for the ones who don't know me, this used to be me right over here. Okay, that was me. I didn't look too happy. So I lost 50 pounds. This is me now. Okay. And a bit nippy, when you go fasting, it's like you get a little chilly. Your body is like colder. so so that's why I got this hoodie on. So, but anyway, something that, well, first and foremost, dry fasting is an extremely amazing benefit. Okay, extremely amazing benefit, and so I'm not here to convince anybody of the benefits of dry fasting, which is an extremely steep uphill battle for many people. Okay, I know. Nevertheless, I will make a sincere attempt to actually explain a bit in regards to my experience. Something that may not be very well known is that we are intended to give the body a break, just like animals when they get sick and they don't feel their greatest. What they do, they stop eating, they fast, they go to a corner, and they just, like a dog, doesn't feel like eating and doesn't want to be bothered. He goes to a corner, goes to his crate or his bed, and may not eat for 1 or 2, 3 days, especially if he was sick, she was sick. So we have to look at what the animals are doing, especially in nature, and something that may not very well be known is that when we fast, it's like our body creates water primarily as a byproduct, okay, of the fat we are burning, which is hydrogen. And the hydrogen is released from the metabolized fat, which combines with oxygen from air and creates H2O, according to many doctors and studies that they have out. The water is exceedingly pure. I believe I read it was one article I read that the water that is exceedingly pure, which was it? I believe it was a book by Mr. Philonovs, I believe. And he says that the book was that he says about 1 or 1.2 liter of the metabolic water each day while fasting, that we create about 1 or 1.2 liter of this metabolic water each day while fasting. Now, I'm a bit slow, so don't mind me. Maybe, I'm not as quick as many would like me to be, but I'm here to just give you the information and tell you my experience. So I hope, if you're interested in dry fasting, you're interested in gaining your health back, if you're someone who has been facing many ailments, dry fasting is an amazing benefit. It's done amazing things for me. I fasted many times on this vegan journey for the last 5 years. I believe I have had fasted more than, I'm going to say, more than a handful of times, and probably about 8, 9 times. And so even when we dry fast, it is not quite as dry as people might imagine. I believe it's water, a certain amount of it is indeed essential to us, and the undertaking of lengthy dry fast would not be possible without this metabolic water. And water is made more scarce enough so to create a healthy competition among cells, which leaves the diseased or otherwise weakened cells to die off. So that's an amazing thing. When I did my research, is when you dry fast, it like kicks out the toxic cells, so to speak, the disease cells, so to speak, which to me, that's like whoa, that's pretty fascinating. Our bodies are amazing machines. So that was, to me, was an indicator that fasting is something that can actually reverse many ailments, many diseases that people are facing in this day and age. And there are countless, hundreds hundreds of countless testimony on the internet. People who swear by it have been cured from cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, eliminating cysts, tumors. The list goes on and on. And again, don't believe me. I'm not a medical doctor. This is not any medical advice. You gotta seek your own information by doing your own research. As I'm a researcher. When anyone asks me, what do you do? Well, I'm a researcher. I work from home. I have an opportunity to have quit corporate America, going on nine years now, and I've been able to do lots of research, working for myself, not having to slave to a clock, a 9 to 5. So I get a lot of people have a 9 to 5. They have to come home, take care of family, whatever. There's no excuse, because you see, what I've learned a while ago is that many people who are very successful never say they don't have enough time, and they're the ones who are very successful and have many businesses, have the most time. So we have to really think on the words that we're using, the words that we're speaking, what are we bringing to our existence, our reality, and understand that we all have the same amount of time. What is a priority, okay, becomes something that is a personal choice, and people will find the time if they make it a priority. I had to make it a priority to do a dry fast and not deal with clients, because I'm a business owner and I deal with clients on a daily basis. So that's something that again, amazed me when I found out that dry fasting, or any form of like water fasting, but this is particularly dry fasting, eliminates the 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 weakened cells and the disease cells. And that to me is amazing. That's, to me, was like, wow. And I believe and he was a doctor. I believe he was a Russian doctor. Mr. Filanov is an expert in dry fasting and has supervised so many people throughout the world. I believe it was thousands of dry fasts that this gentleman, and you can look him up, again, Russian doctor Filanov. He's an expert at dry fasting, and again, he has supervised thousands of dry fasts, often up to, I believe, it was like 14 days. His imperfectly translated amazing book that he has out, which I strongly suggest anyone that's interested in dry fasting, I believe, is Dry Medical Fasting, which is called Dry Medical Fasting, which is an amazing book. I read briefs inside the book on Amazon. I believe you can find it and look and do your own research. Now, if you want to fast, if I'm not mistaken, you should do it in a way that you do have someone there with you, just in case, whatever, have, if you're not experienced in fasting, do it with someone that is going to be there with you. So if anything, you feel weak and whatnot, you need whatever it is, you never know what can happen. It's good to do it in the presence of someone. Or if you're an experienced faster and never tried dry fasting, I strongly suggest just do your own research. Look up. There's a lot of information on the net. So that's what I feel. So dry fasting can cause too severe detoxing, as this article says. This article is saying that dry fasting is also known as an absolute fast, black fast, and Hebrew fast. This is fasting at its extreme and usually only attempted for spiritual clarity and or union. And I consider myself not a religious individual, but a spiritual being. And ever since I became raw vegan, I have become, I feel, in my opinion, more spiritual, more connected with oneself. And I feel that anyone can do this as long as they have the mindset, because it's all about mindset, guys. If you can change the mindset, you can change your conception on how you see things. Just because you may not be feeling well today, or you have any ailments that you're suffering, you don't have to go through that. There are simple techniques that is being used every day by countless of people all over the world that are healing themselves, not going to a medical doctor. Because let's face it, if you have some sort of sense, which I do hope many of my subscribers do, understand that the medical industry is there to make money off of disease, off of people who are not in great health. They make money through the prescription drugs, the pharmaceutical drugs prescribing you. There's no money in health. We have to face it. We have to be honest with ourselves. So Quite simply, dry fasting is the practice of denying oneself both food and water, which I have done for 3 days. It is included here. More information or purposes than anything else. It is not recommended. Unlike other types, styles of fasting, dry fasting has not been studied to the same extent. Supposedly, this was just an article I found, but supposedly, because there's a lot of misinformation out there, like fake news. So you have to be careful on which articles you are reading regarding dry fasting. The medical community, of course, will not condone or promote this. Why would they? Because if someone can heal themselves from a big disease or an ailment, okay, doing these types of fasting techniques and methods, then why would they want to promote that? They're going to lose money. They're out to lose money. So again, you have to be careful when you're doing your research. There's tons of research, especially on YouTube. You can research on YouTube and find out the benefits. I got to put some, and I'm not trying to put the heat on because it's going to be beautiful this week. I'm over here in the East Coast. It's supposed to be like 90s this week, so I'm keeping my house nice and cool. It's about 66 degrees right now. So again, dry fasting can cause amazing benefits. It also can cause, like this article says, the severe detoxing, which is one of the things that I did not experience. Like, again, it must be because I eat very clean. First and foremost, I don't eat nothing that's processed. So maybe I didn't experience any weakness. I was able to exercise. I was able to continue on my daily routine of exercising. I could show you. This is my home office here, but I have my gym right over here. You see? So I have nice gym set up right there. I got my trampoline there as well. Okay. And I also have some dumbbells. I also keep I got some resistance bands. I got some resistance bands right here. So since I work sitting down, sometimes I'll stand up, so I'm always maintaining, keeping the body in motion, So I've been able to do that without any issues. I feel great. It's my third day. I'm about to break my fast with watermelon, which is an amazing way to break any fast, no matter if it's dry fast or water fast. So again, my experience has been amazing. It's one of the amazing benefits to do is the amazing benefits of dry fasting is being able to regain more mental clarity, more focus, detoxify. A lot of people have experienced amazing results. They've even released parasites, worms, through their stool when they were on the fast, mucoid plaque, so if you're someone who's looking to cleanse, you're someone who is looking to get back in and get your health, regain your health back, then I strongly suggest looking to dry fasting. Okay, dry fasting is the quickest way to release toxins from within your body, okay, which will be carried away through your urine, or if you get an opportunity to actually, release some stools, then awesome. But mostly, from my experience and the experience of many other people, they have not done any stools when they dry fast, and I have not experienced that as well. So again, it's an important way to actually detox and cleanse the body, and it's amazing because day 3 today I have not been thirsty. I'm not thirsty. I'm not thinking of anything to drink. I have energy. Maybe I could go out there and run. I usually run every single day. So I have the energy, to keep going, to do what I need to do. Now, if you're someone that is thinking about this and you're working a job, maybe you're like, I would love to do this, but I got a 9 to 5. Listen, let me just tell you this. There are people that go to work still on dry fasting, water fasting. They're able to sustain themselves. It all depends on your determination, and it all depends on how you take your fast. Try to be as less stressed as possible. Having any sort of stress in your life is not going to help. So you have to look at these factors before attempting to do this. And days prior to fasting, what I would suggest is not eat much. Eat light. If you're going to eat heavy, make sure that it's not anything like processed foods, processed sugars, any meats. You want to stay away from that, because remember, you're detoxing, people. You want to cleanse your body. You don't want to put junk in your trunk of your of your body. You want to be able to start it great, not eat any processed foods. I will stay away from the meat, for the first day before the first day before the fast. Get your body ready. They say that you can take some water with also baking soda. Make sure it doesn't have any chemicals, because I believe there's a chemical that the baking soda has. I forget the name. Actually, let me see if I can find it for you real quick. Okay, baking soda has a chemical. Let's see. What's the baking soda? What's the chemical called? What's the chemical called? Let me see. Let me see if I can find this for you guys. You want? Well, there's a chemical in soda. You want it to be without that. Let's see. Let's see. You want it to be with a baking soda without baking soda without aluminum. My goodness, I thought I had people that knew this in my hair. Don't mind me. Again, I'm a bit slow, so. But baking soda without aluminum. You want the baking soda without aluminum. You put a tablespoon of that in your water, okay? And you should drink this as your last drink of the day or the night, depending on how you're going to start the fast. I would strongly suggest do it like, if you're going to start a dry fast, do it like at nighttime, 7, 8 o'clock. It should be your last meal. If anything, if it goes, you get hungrier, then you can eat something light and then drink your water with baking soda. I hear that has an amazing benefits. So again, guys, this is just a quick little video that I wanted to do to share my experience. I feel my nails have gotten pinker. My hair, I know, it's gotten like more thicker, more longer. I have experienced. I want to sleep like a baby. I sleep great every night, but and I just feel that my face has cleared up more. So there's amazing benefits of dry fasting. If you're into detoxing, you want to cleanse your mind, your body, your spirit, then I strongly suggest looking into dry fasting. I strongly suggest, researching, going to YouTube and finding out the benefits of dry fasting and people's testimonials, and you will see there's a massive amount of information out there. And just be careful with the propaganda, with the fake news that's out there. There's a lot of fake news happening. Okay, so you just have to be able to do proper research and know that if this is working for thousands of people, including people back in our history, okay, then you should know that this is something that's going to work for you, that's going to help you. You're going to have amazing results. I can pretty much say guarantee, but again, I'm not going to do that. I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Do your own research. Dry fasting has amazing benefits like detoxing, regenerating the cells, eliminating disease, anything, any ailments that one has in the body. It's amazing, amazing thing that you can do for yourself. And I truly hope that I can hear from you. You can leave a comment. If you're a subscriber, I would love to hear your testimony if you have one. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, because I'm going to be coming out with more videos like this, including my journey through veganism, what I eat on a daily basis, what I actually do on a daily basis, and what I actually am eating on a daily basis as well. So that way you can come with me on this journey and I can share with you my amazing recipes and my detoxing tonics and stuff like that to help you. I used to be 50 pounds overweight, okay? 50 pounds overweight, guys, okay? And I feel amazing now. I feel great, fantastic. So I hope this video has helped someone out there, inspire them to go dry fasting. If you have someone that will do the dry fast with you, boom, that'd be beautiful. Do it together. If you don't, then that's cool. Chill out on your own. Listen to some nice, calming music, and maybe I can hear from you. Leave a comment. If you have any questions, please do so, and I look forward to hearing some great feedback. Namaste. Peace.